Linear regression is writing the equation of our line of best fit. We learned to write linear equations last semester. Now we're going to take that skill and we're going to put it to use figuring out what the line of best fit is, or the equation for the line of best fit. Now normally when we had a problem like this, we would we would carefully actually plot all of these points on a graph, and I'm just going to make some up here. We would plot them on a graph, and then we would get out a straight edge and we would draw our line of best fit. We would pick 2 points on that line of best fit. It might be data points, or it might be just lattice points that we think best match up. Either way, we either get 2 lattice points that are on the line of best fit, or we could use 2 of our data points, these guys, that are on our line of best fit, and we write the equation of our line of best fit. Okay? Now, we're not going to do this part. We're going to skip right to this part, and we're going to use these points to write our line of best fit because we want all of our lines to end up being the same. Now, yesterday I told you to use this point and this point, or this point? This point. Correct? All right. So how do we write our line of best fit, or write the equation for our line of best fit? How do we do linear regression? Step 1, we find the slope of our line of best fit, which is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which in this case the cost of meals are our x and our tip is our y. So it's going to be 3 minus 50 cents over 2042 minus 475. And I'm not going to do the math because I'm going to try and save a little time, but what we came up with was 0.16 or 16 cents. Right? Does everybody understand how to find the slope? All right, good. Step 2, we took the point slope form and plugged in our information. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we go y. We have a y1. It's right here. 0.5 or 50 cents equals our slope, which is 0.16 or 16 cents, times x minus 475. We simply plug in our slope, x1 and y1, into our point slope formula. The next thing we need to do is get y by itself. So I'm going to distribute, and I get y minus 0.50 equals 0.16x. 0.16 times x is just 0.16x minus, and then I'd get out my calculator, and I'm going to go 0.16 times, what is it, 4.75 or 475, and I get 76 cents, or 0.76. Now I'm going to add 0.50 to both sides, or 50 cents to both sides. Now, last period I had one of my young ladies was doing it perfect, but she was kind of sloppy in how she was doing her work. She's doing it perfect right up till this point right here, and she wasn't adding her negatives and positives correctly. That's skills you need to come here with, okay? And if you're not, you need to work on that and figure it out. You take the sign of the larger number. 76 is bigger than 50, so we're going to take the sign of that one, which is negative. So I have 0.16x minus, and then you subtract the smaller number. So in this case, 0.76 minus 0.15, which is 0.26. So that is the equation of our line of best fit. I'm going to write it right here. Whoops, 0. I forgot my 0, darn it. I'm going to leave that 0 off. Kind of messed that up, but it's y equals 0.16x minus 0.26. And now they want to know, well, what if somebody came in and spent $10.50? So I simply plug it in. Y equals 0.16 times 10.50 minus 0.26. And what'd you guys get? Was it $1.42? Yeah. Okay, we would expect $1.42 for our efforts. Okay? All right. I think we already did that one together, correct? All right, so let's do our second one. Again, what two? Did I tell you to use what 2 points? I didn't want you to pick your own. I'm going to use the 2 endpoints. I'm going to use this guy and this guy. Okay? Did you guys how many raise your hand if you use that? You use those two. Anybody? Okay. So let's see. So first, 1, slope. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is 84 minus 77 over 3 minus 2, which is 7 over 1, or 7. So our slope is 7. That's nice round number. Step 2. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And I plug in what I know. Here's my y1, here's my x1, there's my slope. So y minus 77 equals 7 times x minus 2. When I distribute, I get y minus 77 equals 7x minus 14. Now I will add 77 to both sides. I get y equals 7x plus, take the sign of the larger number and subtract the smaller. So 77 minus 14 is 63. So my equation is y equals 7x plus 63. So remember, this is a function of x. So y is your test score, your science final exam score, based on how much time you spend studying. So the question is, what if you spent 6 hours studying? Y equals 7 times 6 plus 63. Y equals 42 plus 63. Y equals 105%. Now, honest question here. How many of you guys are willing to spend 6 hours studying to get 105% on your science test? Be honest. How many? Okay, and how many, be honest, no way would I spend 6 hours studying for anything? Raise your hand. Okay, you guys with your hands up right now, you are in prison. People who put their hands up first, you guys are going to be beautiful butterflies someday. Okay.